Let's get to work first, Facebook world. I hope you're doing really, really well. Now, this is going to be a very special Kingmaker Live. I've got something that I'm going to bring to you that is going to be absolutely freaking phenomenal. And really what we're talking about is this. It's how to create the results you actually want. And what I'm going to cover today is my high rise of consciousness process that I teach all my clients. And it's the North Star, everything they think and do. And applying this method will create the results that you actually want in your life, whether it's money, whether it's business, whether it's relationship, whatever it is. Because fundamentally, what it's all about is you becoming the person, understanding some simple concepts on how you stepping into your king energy and you becoming the person that you need to be to manifest the goals that you want to create will actualize into your life. So let's get stuck straight into it. First of all, by the way, if you haven't got your early bird tickets to our Money Square event happening November 25th, 26th, 27th, virtually on Zoom, it's a business virtual retreat. It's going to freaking blow your mind. We're going to cover this in so much more detail. I'm going to bring obviously the basic concept. I can't tell you everything about it today. So if you want to know more, shoot me a message, let me know, or come along to that event because it will be absolutely freaking blow your mind. It will transform your life, your business, relationships, money, everything. Also, I'm building community here. If you love this kind of stuff, if you resonate with it, if you feel like you found your tribe, you found your people, and this stuff resonates, let me know. I love to add more value to you. I love to bring even more. I've got so many resources, so many things that I've built up over the years that I can send to you and I'd love for you to get. So if we can get stuck straight into this for the sake of time, I want you to think of something. I want you to think of a high rise and I want you to think of a hotel, right? Here in Melbourne, we have Crown Casino, beautiful hotel. And just like any hotel, I want you to think of this. If you were to go to a hotel, you go out for a night and you get a very basic room. So let's say if you can see the little, where is it? The little elevator over here at the bottom. Let's say you go and you get yourself a very basic room, the most basic room there is. And what could you expect from that room? You probably go in and everything is basic. Everything is just, there's a bed, it's not that comfy, might have some bed bugs in it, whatever, right? Then what else could you expect from that room is that if you look out the window, you probably look out and there is another hotel right next to it, right? So there isn't much sunlight. You open your curtains and then what you see is Margaret and John just butt naked with Harry Crack eating their fruit, their breakfast naked, and you're like, put something on, please. Like this guy, right? And that's your reality. Maybe you're going out on a Friday or a Saturday night and you hear the cops dragging people away in a headlock. You hear all the hustle and bustle. You see the chewing gum stuck on the wall. You see the rubbish on the floor. The noise, there's no peace. And that, ultimately, you can't change it because that's the reality of what's happening in that level. On that level, you buy that room, you get that reality. Okay, now let's say that you splash out and you go somewhere in the middle. Okay, you go somewhere in the middle, and now all of a sudden, what's the reality there? What kind of room can you expect? You can expect a room that is slightly more spacious. There's a little bit more room. You might even have the couch area with the TV separate from the bedrooms. You might have a slightly bigger shower. Right, and you look out the window, and all of a sudden you're over here. Okay, so you don't see Margaret and John butt naked eating their cereal. Now you get a little bit more of a view. But if you've ever been into a city, in a hotel in a city, then you will know that one building might end, but then very quickly you see the other one here, and it's still, you get some sunlight, right? But the view is still relatively blocked. It's not great. I mean, it's better than looking at John's Crack, but it's still not everything that it could be, right? Now, let's just say that it's a very special occasion, and you take yourself not just to the middle, not just a little bit up, you take yourself to the penthouse at the top, right there. Now, the very, very top floor where the best room is, instead of having 50 rooms to a floor, now there is only one. And you walk up, the elevator opens, and there is a butler. And it says, "Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. There's beautiful music in the background. Just, that relaxing music. There's a feel to this. The carpet is beautiful. It's got like gold everywhere. It's luxurious. You see the walls. It's like, dark oak wood, beautiful wood. The details are just incredible. The butler's there. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. How may I assist you today? Just so you know, if there's anything you need, please let me know. Your wish is my command. Straight away, it will happen. If you need me to take your pet parrot for a walk, is it time for your parrot to go for a walk? Yes, it is. Okay, great. Would you also like me to take your rabbit? Would you like me to take that for you? Yeah, that'll be great. Okay, we'll take it. We'll have them back. We'll wipe everything. We'll make sure they get a shower. They'll be treated wonderfully. We'll change the bowel. We'll change their hat. We'll just give her a bit of a steam clean. Listen, nothing is too much for you. Okay, then you walk in, the handles are gold, the doors are heavy, open up this double room, you enter your kingdom, and the floor is marble, the couches are the most beautiful Italian leather. There is an incredibly spacious kitchen. There's a mini bar with everything there. There is the bathrooms are marble bathrooms. Everything is there. There's champagne in on the little ice bucket. There is like a 4-person bathroom. There's a 6-person shower just because, and it's absolutely wonderful. But also, you then look outside. Not only is the inside absolutely wonderful, you look outside. Now you see east, you see west, you see the mountains, you see the beach, you see the sunrise, you see the sunset, you see the city skyline. You look down and you can't even see John's Crack anymore. It's gone. Like, it's far from your memory. You see the hustle and bustle. You see the things happening around you, but it's not really part of your reality. You see it, but it doesn't really impact you. You're in a new reality, and all of a sudden, there's incredible luxury. There's beauty everywhere. Now, here's the thing. This representation of this hotel is really the representation of life and you. Now, in this hotel, like in any high-rise hotel, high-rise building, there is an elevator that brings people up and down. And I really want you to think of this elevator like your mood, your state, and your state of being, or the state of consciousness. This is the high-rise of consciousness. Each level is a different emotional state. It's a different consciousness state. And let me explain this. The higher your elevator, your internal elevator can be in this building, the better the results are going to be in your life. Most of us want the results of the penthouse. We want the results up here. It can be the money, it can be the car, whatever car that is, right? It can be relationships, all of it. That's everything that you seek is really on a certain internal state. It's on a certain level. And I want you to see the floor levels just like emotional levels. And let me explain something. The two lowest calibrated emotional states that have been recorded are the states of shame and guilt. And just for argument's sake, I'm just going to put them down here. Okay? Shame and guilt. They are the lowest calibrated emotional states. So if your elevator sits over here on a consistent basis, what are the results of that emotional state, of that level? Is that you see John and Susie over here, stark naked, right, eating their cereal. You don't see sunlight because it's not there. You don't get the luxuriousness inside of the penthouse, but it can be no other way. Now let's move away from this and think, well, let's apply it to life. Let's see if it stands up, right? If you think of someone in a state of shame and guilt, think about their body language, for example. What would it be like? If I think of someone in shame and guilt, I picture someone just wanting to hide, right? Just closing up, just not wanting to talk to anyone, not wanting to put themselves out there. They will never go and speak in front of a crowd. They will never pick up the phone and say, "Hey, buy my stuff." They will never be able to go up to a girl, to a guy, and say, "Hey, would you like to go out with me?" Just why? Because they're in shame. They're in guilt. They're just like they want to die. They just want to disappear. Right? And that emotional state creates certain results. Does that make sense? So now let's say there is someone, the highest ever calibrated emotional state of consciousness is enlightenment. Enlightenment. Right? Enlightenment. Now this is level 1000. Right? If this was like you go to an arcade and you hear the thing, level 1000. Only one person in the history of the recorded world has ever lived a level 1000 consistently in everything they did and said. That's a topic for another day. But it's only ever been only one person in recorded history. Bonus point if you can guess who that is, right? So if someone lives in level 1000 in enlightenment, is it possible for them to experience the results of living in a state of shame and guilt? Absolutely not. Why? Just because that elevator, if your elevator is here, right, that's where your elevator lives, that's where your elevator lives. You can't get the same view on level 1 that you get on level 100. It's pretty simple, right? Doesn't make sense. So our game becomes this, and this is what through the Kingmaker we've mastered over a period of years, okay, is how to get people to live in a place, in a level of consciousness, in an identity, in a way that keeps that elevator on this level, in the penthouse. And you say, oh, but maybe I don't want to, but, and some people just accept just the middle floor. I'm like, why? We can have this world, this universe is abundant. You can have anything you want. Might as well be honest with yourself and say, hey, I actually want that. That's where I want to live. What do I need to do in order to become that person? What do I need to do to bring this elevator all the way up so that it lives right at the top? This is where we need to understand. We need to understand the concept of identity. What creates our personality? Because if you've heard me talk, you know that personality creates what? It creates your personal reality. It's the things that I do, think and say, the things that I think, feel and do on a consistent basis. That creates who I am. It creates my personality, and that personality creates my personal reality. So if I want to create a new result in my life and I want to recreate myself, I need to break it down and think, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to think? And what do I need to feel on a consistent basis? Those are the things that I'm going to do. Now, what's going to happen is that this elevator, remember, you are this elevator over here. Can you see it down there? Now, that elevator has got an elevator home. Your mood, the way that you live has got a home where it feels comfortable, where it feels safe. For our friend elevator here, there's something called gravity. Okay? Now think about it. If the elevator goes up, right? And don't get too technical with me. Elevator people are going to come in. Yeah, no, but our system just allows them to stay up there for as long as they need. Okay, all right, whatever. Okay, I get your point. Stay with me on this, right? But the elevator, what's it going to want to do? It wants to eventually come down. Okay, and it wants to come down to where it feels comfortable, to its own base. Eventually, it's always going to return down. It's never going to stay up. It's going to always return down. Okay, so just like your emotional state. Right now, if you're let's say your home was shame and guilt. And just for argument's sake, let me put it in terms that you can understand, okay? It could be fear. It could be stress. It could be anxiety. It could be lack. It could be doubt. Okay? How do you write doubt? There, that's how you write doubt. It could be it could be shyness. Okay? If those are the states that you live in on a consistent basis, and you live in fear and stress on a consistent basis, you're in that survival mode, you're only going to get the results of fear and stress and survival mode. So you may think, oh, but Carla, that doesn't know the results I want. I don't want to see John's crack, right? Neither do I. Great. So what do we need to do? We need to get this elevator and we need to bring it up. How do we do that? I want to do that because I want to live in peace and bliss. I want to live in joy and love. And think about it right now. If someone was to live in peace and bliss, a monk in Tibet meditates all day, is in a state of peace and bliss, can he get the same results as someone that lives in shame and guilt? No. Why? Because they're different levels. So stop judging yourself. Look at it in levels and say, okay, what are the results? What are the results? And then who do I need to be? Where do I need to get myself in? And keep thinking of that elevator. Where is my elevator? Right now, as I show up, as I go on a live video, as I talk to people, as I'm on a sales call, where is my elevator? Where is it? Am I in quietness? Am I in shyness? Am I in insecurity, in doubt, in fear? Then I'm going to get those results. I'm going to get those results. It can be no other way. Albert Einstein says that everything is energy, both inside and out. Everything is energy, and it can be no other way. So if we want to create a certain reality, all we have to do is match its frequency. So do you want this kind of money, which is, I think I want that for me. You probably do too if you're being honest, right? If you want this big, sexy level money, right, then all you have to do is match the frequency. What is the frequency? It's basically where that freaking elevator lives. You have to match that. You have to bring your elevator to that level. Is this making sense? So you have to, inside here, wherever that elevator lives, it's your frequency. Now, do you want to keep creating these level results? Then stay there. Then keep playing the same thoughts, the same behaviors, the same actions, the same feelings, the same language as that, if you're happy with that. But if you're saying there is more to me, I'm ready to be the king. I'm ready to show up. I'm ready to dominate life. I'm ready to master life. I'm ready to shed the servant identity and actually claim my life and live to the level that I know I can. Then we need to raise our internal consciousness, our state, to where we want it to match it. Okay? So how do we do that? It makes sense, Carla. How do I do that? Okay, there is a system that we've created, that we've crafted, right? No one else quite does it like how we do, because it's about bringing king energy, queen energy on a consistent basis into your life, so that you start to reprogram that elevator to sit up here. This is why we create multiple meditations, multiple affirmations, multiple times where we bring that elevator up. Right? And what we do, we create multiple meditations throughout the day. I hear all the time, people are like, oh, yeah, I meditate. Okay, how often do you meditate? I do one in the morning and one at night. I say, well, this is what happens in these terms, right? You say, in the morning, you bring this elevator up here. And then you leave it for the day, right? And then you come back at night and you bring the elevator up there. But what's the issue? The issue is, and you know this, you know that at every single hotel and high-rise, no matter what it is, there is always that one kid at the bottom in the lobby that goes, pressing the button, I'm bringing it down, pressing the button, bang, bang, press the button, press the button, press the button, press the button, press the button. Stop it! Stop bringing my elevator down. Stop it. I want it to stay high. I want it to feel high. I want to feel light. Remember, you understand when people say, oh, I feel so light, I feel so high. This is what we mean. It's this internal state that you do not need external substances to bring you there. There's other ways and methods, but we have to bring that elevator up. We have to go beyond ourselves. Is this making sense? If you want the full training around this, I can't give you everything, but if you want the training on how to apply this to your daily life, to your business, to your team, so that I guarantee you, this will make you money. This will change your life. This will make you happy. You will feel better. You will attract more. You will attract great things. You will stop attracting events and circumstances that bring you down, that just keep holding you back. And you will start attracting more of what you truly want. If you want the training around this, please let me know. This is what we're going to cover at our Money Square event. This is the foundation, and everything is built on this, and it will transform your life. So if you want to take advantage of the early bird price, that is like half price, you should. And I invite you to come along. 3 days that will transform your life. It's the business retreat, virtual retreat, that will transform your life. And it'll be the catalyst for so many great results in your life. It's powerful. Keep thinking. My message to you with the high rise of consciousness is this. It's very simple. When you go and live your life, keep thinking, where is my elevator? How do I feel? Where is my, am I stepping into certainty and confidence, empowering king energy? Or am I in insecurity and doubt? And all you have to do is go in, press the button of the penthouse, press the button of the king energy room, of the queen energy room, and go there and keep it up there. Do everything you can. If you want to have my personal process that I use for me, that all my VIP clients use, that all the people in the winner circle receive, let me know. Shoot me a message. I've got so many resources that I've built up over the years that I'm more than happy to hand to you. So this is the high rise of consciousness. It's powerful and it will transform your life. Guys, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching this. If you resonate, if you resonate deeply with this kind of work, please let me know. I'm building a community and a tribe, and you are so welcome. So guys, until next time, I'll see you guys very, very soon. All the power to you, and keep that elevator in the penthouse. I'll see you very soon.